What is up, Aries? Kapualani with Girl and her moon here. Our first full moon of the year. I hope you're excited. Let's see what's in store. First up, Aries, what you need to hear from the universe. This full moon, whoa, okay. Slow and steady, easy does it. If you're in a space, Aries, of just anticipation, excitement, if there are plans that you are like eagerly awaiting to just pounce forth and get to, totally understand. This is saying take it slow and realize also where things haven't been working in your favor. This is a sign of a shift in the tides. And again, where things have just maybe been really doing well, it's not saying that that's going to change at all or suddenly bad luck is in store, but it's just that you could use some time to slow down if that's the case. So just a little bit of balance more than anything. Learning and keeping in mind, of course, those previous experiences, because there are some things from, I feel like, the past one to few cycles, just as it goes with life, that are carrying over in terms of the messages. And again, just what the universe wants you to hear this full moon or just make you aware of. So just keep in mind of like any ongoing type of loose ends or areas where you might want to tie things up as you eagerly anticipate those exciting changes to come. So what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Look at that. I mean, Aries, come on. Wheel of Fortune, the sun, things turning for the better for sure, okay? So it's not just, okay, look on the bright side, but be open. Be open to the possibilities, okay? Be open to the idea that any which way you go, whatever, let's just say, ideas that are percolating, gosh, which one do I choose first? It doesn't matter. You can just choose. Things are likely to really go your way, to work on your behalf. So in terms of what the sun, it's just shining a light on letting go of any long-standing, I almost want to feel like I said, those loose ends that you kind of need, you feel like, or anywhere that you're needing closure, anywhere that it feels unresolved, just trust, call in that sunlight to just burn off this. It's like, I'm just done dealing with all this chaos, this mess, whatever. I'm ready to move into the light and be out of that kind of limbo state, right? So as you're coming into this solar energy, it's really about harnessing your sense of free will and choosing, to either not necessarily do better, but if you feel better, like, so, okay, what you may need to revisit this full moon. Yeah, okay. Some areas of continuing to integrate, continuing to also understand, when it comes to actionable steps, free will, us becoming aware and a bit more, excited about the opportunities and the directions that are available to us. Sometimes it's like there can be a lot of options and supposed opportunities, doesn't really mean that any of it jives with us, And so this Eight of Swords, what you may need to revisit is allowing yourself to continue again to develop, and where you need closure and or where closure is taking place, those tying up of those loose ends that we were talking about as you are ushering in and getting so excited, just that itchiness to bust out of that chrysalis, right? Just taking that time to breathe and remember that as it goes with the process, the understanding and the knowledge takes time to fully sink into that new reality. So just trust everything's developing in perfect time and order, as always. Even if you're just ready to bust out, you're going to emerge, okay, and it'll be perfect. So advice for a smooth full moon: Daughter of Wands, new life, new perspective. Be open to receiving that guidance, being creatively inspired. there's a tone of spontaneity that I'm present to with this Daughter of Wands in terms of giving yourself a chance to really be open to trying new things, knowing that, it doesn't have to be a forever commitment, because right now you're like not in a rush. You're like being guided to not be in a rush. There's a lot of excitement, so it might feel like you should be, or maybe that's kind of like how one might translate the energy. But it's really just kind of this readiness and this excitement for those new beginnings, just to breathe in, because I just see those flowers are just stopping and smelling the roses, like, I just want to have a bright new day, bright new cycle experience. Yes, I'm aware there's still some, stuff that's shedding from the past, but we are also, there's symbiosis to all of it, right? So, what sort of downtime is your soul craving this full moon? Yes, I saw this energy in my mind's eye, as sometimes I do with you, Aries, that lamb and ram that I always refer to. 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, breathe, relax, baby. Everything is underway. I mean, these are really bright, I almost want to say, forgive me for being a little bit drama, but are extra luscious kind of cards and energies. So just kind of hold steady, okay? And I see... I'm so present to that lamb just kind of sitting there and all of a sudden just jumping out of nowhere and be like, woo, But look at that. Focus not just on the brighter side, but knowing the things that you're excited about, that you're holding space to step into, it's all underway and you can trust it. All right. So have a gorgeous and blessed full moon for this January, Aries. And keep in mind, okay, if you have any particular insights or deeper areas that you'd like to investigate, you know where to go. Visit the website girlinthemoon.com. And let me just mention again, sorry, I'm just going to add that in there. If you haven't taken advantage of your year ahead look, you may want to. I mean, I feel like there's been some pretty nice insights in that respect, but as it aligns, as it resonates always. But have a blessed full moon. Till next time. Hi, Taurus. Happy first full moon this January 2022. Kapualani here with Girl and our moon, as you know. Getting ready to look into your Taurus energies for the full moon. Okay. What do you need to hear from the universe this full moon, Taurus? Collaborations. Okay. I'm hearing this kind of, I don't know why, but slow and steady. And I feel like it's going to be really comfortable for you, to be honest, Taurus. I get this kind of pleasantly surprising vibe, sort of like, ooh, the things that you have been working toward or hoping to get to finally sort of sink your teeth into and put together. That's this energy that I'm feeling in terms of this message from the universe for the full moon. Be open to those collaborative energies, even if they're not necessarily apparent or present to you, in your practical everyday life as it is, people, places, experiences, your own particular readiness to put certain areas, those next step things in your life together. So that being said, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Yep, like I said, slowing down. It's like, I don't know why I'm getting slow and steady, but whatever it is that you are shifting through, working toward, and I don't know, like karmically rebuilding or processing at this time are the words that are coming to me, Taurus. This particular full moon will give you a sense of, I'm really now being drawn to physicality, to be honest, and energy levels and your relationship with your body. So exercise, stretching, thoughts about your health and wellness and energy levels, just like, oh man, there are things that I'm excited to get done, but I'm just feeling like worn out. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, who wouldn't at this point, right, Taurus? But there's this respect also to, as excited as we are and as ready as we are, and possibly even the things coming together, right? keeping in mind that you still have a few things to tie up. So hang in there, look forward to what's to come, but don't let any sorts of residual hiccups, you know, where it's like, oh, I thought I finished this, like, oh, dang, and you got to go back. Try your best not to let any little bumps, you know, along the way slow you down or kind of knock you, like in the morale aspect of things. It's just some of those old frequencies still cycling out as the you know, the new projects, you know, opportunities are opening up. So let's see what you might need to revisit this full moon. Yeah, Two of Swords, holding steady, allowing for the bigger picture to reveal itself before really making up your mind. So there are changes underway, Taurus, okay, that's for sure. Where you're at and how I'm seeing like your ability to really kind of make things happen, it's not really up to you, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, it's just the universe saying, you know, just slow down. The tides are shifting. I feel that it's actually to your benefit because it's allowing you time and space to adjust. It's allowing you that time and space to be comfortable with all these big possible changes, you know, that are underway. And I'm liking that we're just a little bit more down to earth with these cards and these energies here, because so much has been like, you know, recently, right? And so it's nice to be able to just kind of know, you know, perhaps possibly there are things are happening, but I don't really need to worry about that right now. I could just be here now and be excited about like what I'm going to eat and you know, just who I'm going to see tomorrow or not, you know. So advice for a smooth full moon. Four of Cups. Yeah, don't overthink it. Make it easier on yourself. I mean, right now, again, I'm loving these energies because it's telling me that the universe and life, the karmic fates, are being a bit more just practical. And, you know, I don't know if it feels this way, Taurus, but a bit more easier going. And it's about just identifying, okay, like where am I just kind of, I don't want to say bored, but not really, forgive me for the joke, but not really whelmed by any of what's in front of you. You know what I mean? Just, it's okay and it's comfortable to be steady, but it's almost like we still like to have a choice, right? We still like to know that it's like, well, if I wanted to jump off a cliff, I could. Not that I would, not that I want to, but I'd like to know that the cliff is there for me to jump off to. You know, like, universe is like, okay. So what sort, I hope you get the joke. Sorry, it's a terrible joke, but I hope you get what I'm saying. You know, like, okay, making it easy here, not complicated. What type of vacation, all that being said, is you're so craving? Here we go. Yeah. Seven of Swords, low key, staying low key. Okay, I almost get this sense, Taurus, like if this vibes with you, I hope you're laughing for sure and not just like, oh gosh, Kapualani has really lost it. But you know how sometimes like when you say things, you're just being like really practical and to the point, but sometimes people are like, well, that was really blunt. It's like one of those times where I think you're a bit more aware that it's like, it's okay for you to think a lot of those things. And you know what I mean? Be a little like, because that's just kind of what I'm seeing. But yeah, it's probably best to keep it to yourself, Taurus. You know, those horns that can just poke and prod and all that kind of stuff, best left unsaid. And so, you know, low key, sly as a fox, those things that are more, you know, forget, I don't know if the word precious is the right thing, but just what's kind of in your day-to-day, here and now space that's most important and significant to you, just kind of stay there. You know, this full moon, for one way or another, I'm just kind of getting, stay low key. Low key is best. So don't forget, Taurus, if you'd like to explore a little further with a reading of your own, check us out, girlundermoon.com, okay? So I'm going to send you off with loads of good vibes. Till next time, take care. Happy first full moon of 2022, Gemini. This is Kapualani with Girl and her Moon. Let's see what's in store. Okay, first up, let's see what you hear from the universe, Gemini. Temperance. Okay, there's this slow and easy integration, getting to know yourself and your new realities, possibly, from a different perspective. There's an energy of, I feel like this you're gonna recognize how you've matured. You're gonna feel your own sort of personal shifts taking place as part of what I'm getting, and that's okay. All right, you're right on point. It might sort of feel like a moment, and that's where it's like slow and easy, slow and easy. You know, it's just life, your higher self, the universe, preparing you for those next steps. The bigger picture. It's kind of like when you really kind of see that. I don't want to say necessarily light flashing before your eyes, but I just get that image of that little spot on the earth is like zooming in and out type thing. It's like slow down, Gemini. You know, and there's something here also in terms of being in more of a space to mindfully. I feel like it's getting caught up. The life that you had imagined, envisioned, not like heavy duty or hardcore, but you just kind of like daydream, contemplate, whatever. It's almost like I feel, like I said, with that maturity shift, with life changing and everything, it's all kind of coming together. I just see these cohesive moments. So it feels really nice. Maybe a little bit like overwhelming and kind of freaky, just, but just know it's okay, all right? So what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Yep. Just with the Mother of Swords, right? Let's just kind of step away from being a bit more like, take a breath, that air energy. And again, I'm loving just this connection to the air with your Gemini frequency here. But it's about really just stepping into a space of, again, recognizing your own shifts in perception, recognizing your own role and how you have been able to detach, see yourself, life, etc., from that sort of different higher perspective even. There's this also, again, the maturity, and I feel like developing, embracing, but there's a conscious present awareness to your own process that I'm just seeing, Gemini. It's really interesting. I don't know how to put this. I hope it's making sense. But I really, in other words, see you coming into your gifts and truly feeling in alignment with your core self, feeling a bit more comfortable and confident with who you are, and just like, how shall I put this? Being with the moment, being with these changes and life transitions that could possibly, overwhelm and freak one out. Let's see what you might need to revisit this full moon. Yeah, I love this. I heard family values, grounding, connected to what you can see, hold, and touch, and allowing yourself to really be part of it. It's one of those things where sometimes we kind of feel like we're in a bubble, right? When we're in a room full of people. This is that space again, what you might need to revisit. I just feel like almost maybe reestablishing, reconnecting, reevaluating the people, places, experiences, the things that you treasure most. Again, there's this area of integrating the bigger changes in life. And with the 10 of Pentacles, I'm hearing this energy of things coming full circle. Again, having this realization that, wow, like who I saw myself that I wanted to become, wow, it's all happening. This development as you're in the center, you can like just take that time, right, to get a bird's eye view, a higher perspective of everything that you've actually accomplished from the inside out, like literally tangibly what you can see, hold, and touch, even if especially where it deals with your own healing, inner healing, self-healing journey and whatnot. So there's a lot of, I feel a lot of reflective energy here, and it feels also very, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not just powerful, but substantial, excuse me. So let's get advice for a smooth full moon. Ace of Wands, yeah. Embrace the new, get excited. Look at that fire. Open up to that creative energy. Open up to the possibility, potential of the new directions, the new opportunities. Look at this 10 and 1 and like the endings and beginnings of cycles, and especially where the pentacles are concerned, celebration in that way of like just things from your own career accomplishments to your personal relationships, from the home, the inside out, physically, things you can see, hold, and touch. And again, that new perspective, like I said, wow, right? So giving yourself that space to really get caught up and see like, whoa, you know what I mean? It can be very interesting, you know. So let yourself be excited, let yourself have fun, let yourself be spontaneous and connect even more deeply and fully authentically to your passions, to those new cycles for sure. Okay, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, you're ready to slow down. Look at these 10 and 10s, endings of cycles, hard work, life changes, working. You know, when you're in that bridge point, you have the new beginnings, you have the new stuff, and then it's like the growing pains part of it, where it's like, oh, ooh, ooh, you know, and really getting to a new flow, a new circuitry. That's where this moment, like I said, slow and easy, right? Pacing yourself. I feel like for you though, Gemini, this 10 of Wands, again, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Just kind of finishing up and allowing yourself, you know, if it really hits you on like, I don't know why, but I'm getting this word like lamentation. If there's something lamentable, you know, because there's with the 10 of Wands, it's just like, oh, exhaustion, you know, and I'm feeling like fatigue and on all that sort of stuff. So just like not giving up on those loose ends and things that need to kind of be dealt with, but letting yourself take a break and know that the new beginnings aren't going to go anywhere. Let yourself at least have a little like 2 day off to sleep before you like kick into high gear. All right, so you know where to go, girlundermoon.com, if you would like to explore things deeper with a session of your own. Okay, so I invite you to do that if that resonates with you. But otherwise, have a gorgeous full moon. Till next time, take care. Happy first full moon, 2022 Cancer. The January full moon is here. This is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Oh my goodness. Nope, we're just gonna, oops, we didn't see that. Haha, just kidding. And this is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Excited about this full moon for January 2022. I hope you are as well. Okay, Cancer, what do you need to hear from the universe this full moon? Get down to business. It's time for business. Sorry. Oh, I love this. What's really interesting and why I said that, Cancer, is I often, for whatever reason, I do associate Cancers with material things. And like, because I've known Cancers to like love to collect things and or be accountants, deal with money, you know, be very tactile because it's the home environment. And that's obviously, you know, where you can really connect and physically express. So with this Father of Pentacles, okay, what you need in the universe, this full moon, I got this energy. Now's the time. Now's the time to really, I don't know why, but I'm hearing, and forgive me if this sounds cheesy, but like believe in your plans, your ideas, believe in the work that you've done and the work that you're capable of, believe in the results that you're capable of. Now is that time. You are ready, especially where you've done your homework and preparation, especially where, for example, you have mastered things in your own way, in your own industry. Okay, you deserve that role of leadership that energy of just saying, you know what, yeah, yes, you know, I'm proud of myself. I just feel that a lot for you, Cancer. So for whatever reason, with this Father of Pentacles also, yeah, okay. I just see you shifting gears into like just literally work mode. I don't know if that, like, in whatever way that translates for you. So there's gonna be, let's see what the other cards entail, but I'm almost feeling like keep things business oriented, you know, around this particular cycle. So what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Wow, connection to your higher self. I don't know why, but I'm getting knowing better. Trust the experiences that you have. Like I said, there's something to do with you, whether this deals with business or not, because obviously I'm starting to feel like this is getting a little personal. You can trust, okay? Like for example, if it is about business and relationships, you know, that's all business is, relationships. And you've had a client that maybe you haven't heard from for a long time, and they're a really big money client, for example, but they were also a little bit problematic type thing. And like I said, it's been a while. I don't know why. Whatever calls that you get from the past, trust your instincts and your judgment whether or not you're going to pursue things, or like accept, you know, accept them as a client, accept them at whatever their offer is. Trust your higher self. I mean, just like, not just because, oh yeah, it's my intuition, but literally it's like you've seen the results. Like you know already, life has shown you the results of what doing this or knowing this person, you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is type of thing. But at this point, it's like, you know better. Like, you have that info, and or even like I'm almost getting where you may have had not gossip, but a lot of forewarning about something. I don't mean it to be like a red flag, because again, I feel you already know this, Cancer. This should really just validate or affirm something you already know and trust and feel confident about. But you know, like anything else, like anyone else, it helps when you have that little extra something saying, you gotta trust that voice, baby. You know, you're like, oh yes, I knew it. You know? So just for whatever reason, just go with that, okay? And if this deals with real world stuff and Kapualani here is just being wacky, it's like, I just heard new house. So I don't know if there's new house, new business, new something that you're looking to unlock. You know, it does have to actually be something physical, but just something substantial, next level that we're ready to pursue. So what you may need to revisit this full moon. Yep. Like I said, there's something about those exchanges from the past, seeds that you've sown from the past, like in positive ways, okay? This also is an indication that the people and what you're focusing on now, what you've established for yourself now, what you're kind of projecting for your future in the people you've chosen, it's you know, it's not that I want to say, oh yes, reevaluate it. Like, you've chosen well, and that's what I'm saying. On the flip side, if you haven't heard from, like, you know, again, somebody significant in a while, and you hear from them and they are actually a really positive influence, or you know what I mean, you know, they're really going to benefit you, that's like another area, because you know, got to balance it out. So another area, space too, those people that you haven't connected with, that you intuitively, you know, your intuition is like, hey, you haven't touched in, you haven't connected for a minute, maybe you should. That's gonna help, okay? Whether or not you're ready to pounce on those business opportunities, if your intuition is saying, hey, you know what, 5 months, 6 months out, 4, 5, 6 months down the line, even if it's like 8 months or a year down the line, you know, whatever, just kind of pay attention, especially if those are repetitive thoughts or like little messages saying, hey, you thinking about that person. Just touch in. It's not like, hey, you know, a year from now I'm thinking about blah, blah, blah. Just touch in, okay? Just catch up. Advice for a smooth full moon. The sun, yeah. Okay, so no need to freak out. If I didn't freak you out enough as it is, Cancer, I think it's just, you know, that overwhelm of the possibility potentials that are ahead, and I'm really excited for you. And so that's where I was saying I don't really feel anything red flag, because I feel like you're already very armed with knowledge and information. You're already armed with your own sense of personal power in terms of what you're doing, where you're going. It's just that those little bit of areas of, hey, yeah, go this way, keep going that way. And like, yeah, just keep letting that one go. So what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Son of Swords, yeah. I feel like it's again seeing things for what they are, but also letting go of the need to say or do anything about it is part of what I'm getting, because you already know. And you see where this owl is like, hey, 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 and that voice, hey, listen, listen, where there is something nagging at you, and it could be a positive thing. Don't feel shy, okay, babe? Don't hesitate. Don't be like, oh my God. Just, and when I say touch in, you're just checking in. This is not like we're going to have some kind of back and forth exchange. Just, hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Hope you're having a good new year, whatever, blah, 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 blessings. You know what I mean? Just to touch in, like watering, right? Because this is Pentacles. So it's not like we need to get all involved and up in business and stuff. Right? So, all that being said, Cancer, I hope that your full moon is bright, beautiful, and blessed. Don't forget to check us out, girlonhermoon.com, to book a personal session of your own, especially if you haven't checked out that year ahead yet. So anyway, till next time, take care. Hi, hi, Leo, and I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful first full moon 2022. So this January full moon, and this is Kapualani with Girl and a Moon. So if you're ready, Leo, let's see what's in store. Okay. First up, Leo, what you need to hear from the universe this full moon. The world, open your eyes, Leo. Open your eyes. It's a brand new world. I get this sense. It's like an in and out. It's like it's all good. Don't freak out, Leo. I know. There might be a lot to look at, a lot to consider. And I'm almost getting where there may be aspects of yourself that are feeling a bit of trepidation, or a little bit of, you know what? I hear it all the time, universe, and it's going to be better, and it's going to be better, but it's never better. You say it's going to be better for like 5 seconds, and then it's not. So that's what I'm getting, with the message coming through in terms of the energy that we're seeing with this world. Leo, loosen up a little bit the reins on yourself, yeah? And let yourself stop and experience. I almost feel called to say, if you're in a position and desiring and opening, and rather open to the experience, get a massage. That really, it does help on like a number of levels, honestly. And that may help with a lot of, I'm also getting the possibility, potentials that you could be feeling, just energetically present to, psychically, empathically, intuitively. There may just be a lot, not necessarily on your plate, but energetically, that's just like coming to you, coming to your attention, drawing your focus, really opening up and making itself available to you as a source of inspiration, where you have maybe been feeling depleted and run down, especially Leo. I feel like this full moon should help to bring things full circle, that 360-degree perspective of all these ins and outs, and especially those periods, those moments. Are you sure? You're sure it's okay to pop my head out? It's all gonna be good, right? That's part of this kind of, again, coming full circle energy that I'm seeing and then I'm feeling with the world. Generally, when I see the world card, I do feel this activation of, this gateway of new possibility, potential opening up, and especially karmic cycles, you know, new beginnings, and really being in a position to like really step into those new cycles with that feeling of completion. So what will the full moon bring into your awareness? Eight of Wands. Yeah, look at that excitement. Like I said, I just think of the eye where it's like, whoa, all the excitement, all the possibility, potential. Being in a space. Okay, oops. Spirit just put the word health in my mind. And that's where, you know, energy levels, wands, fire, life force, where you again have been lacking energy, lacking motivation, lacking inspiration, and or just that cohesive clarity, because you see how everything's kind of coming to center here. This is where I feel like things finally starting to pick up for you, Leo, you know, where it's been like, oh, just a strain or difficult, or okay, we've got this wand, we've got that wand, you know, like, okay, here's a fire just with my two sticks, like, just kidding. So really building up that life force, the excitement, and not just having that excitement, but being in a space to channel it, and having that focus, the focus to really start moving and shaking in ways that you have been wanting to. So when you may need to revisit this full moon, there's that karmic energy, karmic balance, and these eights here, Leo. Okay, regeneration, rejuvenation, a little bit of a review or recap. Yes, remember what I was saying? The full perspectives. Okay. Something may potentially have that, and it happens, right, for, you know, Leo. What didn't make sense at one point, like a flip of a switch, like how sometimes some Leos, not all, but you might resonate with this, Leo. You might like end the day feeling really rotten or whatever. You just go to sleep, you wake up, it's like, it's a whole new day. You know, not always, but sometimes. That's what I mean about that flip of a switch. And so again, where there had been things that weren't gelling, weren't integrating, where you weren't quite able to, like, you may not pass, you know, this is where there's a turning of the tides, karmically speaking. Something big, like, you know, I feel like in terms of that karmic energy for you, Leo, is like coming into balance. So it's really nice. Advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, those new beginnings, new cycles. Oh my goodness, I love, love, love this for you, Leo. This is great. A lightening up of those frequencies. And again, you know, it's like, are you sure? Get out my head out. Are you sure it's safe? Like, well, you know, watch your step, but, you know, because you still have to kind of be responsible and mind yourself, like love yourself. But yeah, there's a turning of the tides, and there's again, excitement. There's a focus on joy, again, and opening up to new beginnings, new ways of doing things, really where you have put the effort to do the shadow work and the inner healing and all that good stuff, where you've done the work, just even in a practical way, if you're trying to apply yourself to a new career path, whatever, relationships, okay? It's that shifting of the tides, turning of the tides. So what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, I'm ready to for you. Those wishes fulfilled. And also, I like to relate with this Nine of Cups as a clarifying, you know, and a kind of like, forgive the word, but an authentication of like what truly resonates, fulfills me on an emotional soul level, and isn't just like, oh, you know, oh yeah, that looks really good. It's like, nah, maybe not so much. You know what I mean? Let yourself really embrace the good energies, the goodness that this full moon should be sort of conducive of for you, Leo. I feel like there's this decompression in a way, you know, with those new beginnings, with the new horizons, kind of like we can finally go into happy dreams and sleep. rather than like, oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna dream about tonight. But yeah, really letting yourself embrace the goodness of the energies that are present to you, and allow yourself to just engage those people, those positive experiences that are immediately, or just in your life as it is, and notice that you have done the work. You made all of this possible. Okay, so all that being said, Leo, don't forget and don't hesitate. Check us out, girlandhermoon.com. Schedule a personal session of your own if that vibes and aligns. But otherwise, have a gorgeous and bright full moon. Till next time. Hey, Virgo. Happy full moon. January 2022, first full moon of the year. This is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Let's see what's in store. Okay. First up, we need to hear from the universe. This full moon, Virgo. The Tower, my goodness. Swift changes. Okay. I'm getting these in kind of like breakthroughs. In a way, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of those moments where, it's kind of like when you're staring at a picture and it's like the Where's Waldo thing or whatever, you're trying to find something and you can't see it. And then boom, it's like, oh my gosh, there it is. This whole time I've been trying to see it and trying to see it and trying to see it. And then there it is. And once you see it, you can't unsee it type thing. That's more of the feeling that I get with this Tower energy, regards of that message from the universe, Virgo. So, the Tower always kind of, there may be a little bit of that unpleasant, uncomfortable energy connected. But, that silver lining that we always just try to focus on, right, is that it's in support of our future potential and growth, the future potential and growth that we ourselves have in some way called in, because sometimes, especially where we might be feeling powerless to our circumstances, like, oh my gosh, I just need a change, and then lightning, boosh. It's like, okay, I don't know if I meant that kind of change, but for one way or another, okay, that message from the universe with the Tower is, prepare for things to change, prepare for those breakthroughs, prepare for those shifts in perceptions, especially those shifts that you have been working so hard toward. It's underway. What will this full moon bring into your awareness? There we go. I feel this like recovery energy of being in that heart healing space. These revelations, personal kind of revelations. I really do get a bit like the energies do feel, even though this is a bit shocking, I just get that after the rain type thing to help soothe and quench the fires or something in that way. There's a space for healing, even if there is something uncomfortable, even if, whatever it is a shocker. This Ace of Cups gives me the sense that you'll see how supported you are as well, and that the changes that have initiated or that are kind of underway, it is leading up to these new beginnings, of heart expansion and things related to just emotional healing, heart healing, that sort of thing. Okay. What you may need to revisit this full moon. Two of Swords, surrendering. Allowing yourself to, obviously, like when we're kind of going through these types of changes, Tower moments, is not going to be so pleasant. But having the wherewithal to just breathe and hold the space, to be non-reactive, that, I feel like that's one of a positive trait about like a lot of the Virgos, at least that I've known, just to be like kind of chill. Like that's what I see here, just kind of chill. It was like, you're like, yeah, I'm chill. It's okay. You freak out. And so the Two of Swords, excuse me again, what you may need to revisit this particular full moon is just kind of allowing for those changes to take place, allowing for what is beyond your control, to just, I don't know, for whatever reason I'm hearing this word finalize, you know, for example, just to make it easy, it's probably better to just stay away and let, you know, the lightning and the tree and all that kind of stuff do its work before we try to assess what all is actually happening. You know, let the activity and all, let this eclipse phase pass before we make a decision, you know, about where things are heading. And let's just stay in our hearts and hold that space for the best outcome. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. Three of Cups. Yeah. Remember what I said? You'll see and find that you are surrounded by loving energy, that you know, maybe it wasn't so apparent, or you know, there's times when we don't quite have that need in that way just yet. And so there's that Three of Cups, just saying reach out, connect, you know, where you have something to say, or where you may need friends to lean on and just say, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Just for that perspective, and just, you know, comrades for that morale. Just reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out, you know, and be open to those who are reaching out to you to even just kind of check in or whatever, you know? All right. What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, new beginnings, new connections, new starts, you know, definitely. And I love that I just feel this shift in a realization potentially. You know, it's almost like, again, something that was always in front of you, for example, that you hadn't noticed, even if it was like a skill, a talent, a hobby of yours, a passion of yours, that you could create into a business, you know, where people are like, oh my gosh, you're so good at this, that, or the other thing. Like, you should just turn this into a business. You already have the product. You already have people who love what you make. Just something like that. It isn't, you know, yes, it's more related to emotion and potentially relationships and that sort of thing, because the Four of Wands does relate with new partnerships, you know, both romantically, potentially, or on a creative level, you know. So I do feel an energy, and like here, look at that blue and the Ace of Cups, that whatever tough times or whatever sort of, you know, upheaval type energies that this full moon may bring up, Virgo, just trust and know that you are surrounded by good company. So you can trust that and lean into that, okay? So all that being said, Virgo, don't hesitate to reach out to us, girlinnermoon.com, if you would like to take a deeper look into a session of your own. So have a beautiful, blessed full moon. Till next time, take care. I hope you're having a blessed and bright first full moon of 2022, Libra. It is the January full moon, and this is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. So if you're ready, Libra, let's see what's in store. Okay. What you need to hear from the universe this full moon, Libra. The star. That's really sweet. I'm hearing let hope and faith continue to guide you. I'm also hearing don't get lost along the way. The journey is unending. Forgive me, I know I already sound so dramatic. It's just how the message was present to me. This is going to be a nice time for, I feel like a lighter self-reflection and a space to open up to some potential long-term goals and dreams. And not necessarily needing to be in a space of having all these details and plans, but opening up to, you know, the greater possibilities of what's ahead. And again, allowing your hope, your faith, your own dreams, and again, your how shall I put this? Where you're especially being guided and inspired to apply yourself, in the here and now in regards to that bigger picture that's ahead. Stay inspired, stay motivated, trust your steps and the direction that you're taking on right now. Okay, knowing that it's really truly while, yes, I honor both the destination and the journey, there's so much richness, to embrace and to be present to while we are in that journey mode, because journey is ever ending, right? So, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Cool. Starting point. Yep. Those people, places, those experiences, the things that are immediately not just available to you, Libra, but those things that you are working with, those people that you're working with, the connections that are synchronistically falling into place, trust it. Like I said, you should feel pretty positive, optimistic, and excited during this full moon time. This, where you may not have known where to apply yourself, where you may not have been so clear or aware on the physical tangible level of what people, resources, tools might be that right fit, that right connection, right match for you, because maybe you weren't really entirely sure, of like, oh, okay. You might have like pieces scattered here and there, but then when it starts to finally come together, it's a different thing, right? And so here again, the Three of Pentacles, what this full moon's bringing to your awareness, those collaborative efforts and energies, again, people, tools, resources, and whatnot that are more immediately available to you and that are likely going to be part of your long-term process, part of your journey. These may be either co-workers, team players, like I said, co-collaborators in some way, and or just you in your own efforts, building your own sort of new, or not building, but integrating and initiating like a new journey for yourself. Okay. What you may need to revisit this full moon, your intuition, boundaries. Okay. Being mindful of the company that you keep, in terms of maintaining a sense of clarity and focus. So, you know how sometimes when you can be very empathic, intuitive, of course, and you pick up on other people's emotions and energies, if you're not self-aware, and if you're not quite in that place to be self-disciplined and say, hey, look, I feel for you, got a lot of love for you, but right now I got to focus on me, I got to take care of me, and it's not, we don't have to put any judgment on anybody else, like, yeah, you're being toxic. But it's more just being in that space of self-care, self-reflection, being in a space of what really truly vibes with me and not just what is like speaking to me on an intuitive level. But at the end of the day, right, rubber has to hit the pavement, so we want to have some stepping stones. But the stepping stones, they're going to relate and be in sync with your flow, your needs, your wants, your desires, anything, everything, whatever is in a match, and whatever you just kind of, like, I get sensitivity here, like the star, very much just in your own kind of world in a good way, just being focused on your path type thing. But again, that awareness, what might need to revisit here, just kind of be aware of the company, just the energies that are around you, even just environmentally, and to not get thrown off, and just notice, refine, if you're feeling low energy, stuff like that. Okay. Advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, keep to yourself. Four of Pentacles. Focus on your foundations. Focus on your work, your routine, integrating things, those steps that you are needing to take to sort of integrate your new reality, that journey. Okay. Maintaining and sustaining those touchstones, those day-to-day positive, consistent habits that are going to stabilize and benefit you in the long run. It's sort of like making sure, I always love Being in a place, to refer it this way, it's kind of like setting up base camp for the long journey up the mountain, and you want to have like a nice solid base camp to come back down to. Like it's like, ah, yes, a nice place to rest. And so right now, just I get this energy of, again, for a smooth full moon, maintain and sustain your personal boundaries, focus on what you're doing, and in so many, kind of stick to your routine. Try not to, like, being aware of, the cosmic weather and energy around you is going to benefit you. So it's like, when somebody tries to throw a wrench unintentionally, but when a wrench gets thrown into your rhythm, it's like, it's a lot easier to assess. Okay. What type of downtime is your soul craving? Yeah, things you can see, hold, and touch. Taking time to reflect, take a look back at what you have been able to accomplish thus far. Again, and that's things literally, tangibly, and at a tactile level. That way we're making sense. And look, 3 and 4 and the 7 here. Hello, wow, right? Where things have not quite been living up to expectation, where they haven't quite been performing, it's okay to reevaluate, reassess. Do we still want to continue to invest ourselves in this particular, whatever it is, person, project, in like literal actual investment, whatever, So I feel like this is going to be a nice grounding time for you, just a space to be practical, but again, be motivated and inspired about the journey ahead, and, just allowing for yourself to be here now and adjust to the changes. But I just really get kind of hunker down, almost like just kind of hunker down, keep to yourself, kind of go through your, just due diligence of getting organized and ready for what's to come, in other words. So it should be a nice kind of quiet time for you, Libra. But keep in mind, okay, if you would like to dive into a session of your own, you know where to go, girlandhermoon.com. So have a great full moon. Happy full moon, Scorpio, January 2022, first full moon of the year. This is Kapualani with Girl and Her Moon. Let's see what's in store. Okay, we need to hear from the universe. This full moon, Scorpio, stay still. Don't panic. You may feel I don't know why, but I'm getting like a lot of energies buzzing around you, but you'll be in a really good position to kind of do what you do, Scorpio. Maintain your cool. Lay low, hunker down, maybe go hide under a rock until you know the coast is clear. And then you can make up your mind whether or not you're going to just kind of, I'm just going to stay here under this rock, maybe take a nap, and or you're going to go and venture out, right? So in other words, what you need from the universe this full moon, Scorpio, trust your senses. There's no need to make a decision right now one way or another. You're wise to be aware that timing is on your side, and it benefits you to wait to see how things are going to progress before making up your mind about anything. So what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Yeah, the opportunities that are ahead. Excuse me, let's shift gears here. Okay, where you can best assert yourself. Okay, this is going to give you the time to really, I used that term earlier, I believe, hunker down. But with the Father of Pentacles, this full moon should really give you a sense of accomplishment and, I guess, because the Father of Pentacles leans so much into material satisfaction and being in a space of being successful, having command, being authoritative where earthly matters are concerned, you should feel pretty good and solid about, what you're doing and the things that you're holding space to initiate, even while, It's like, okay, I don't really have to do anything right now, but I'm ready. You know, when that kind of, the second hand, when the time changes, when it's time to go, when that green light kind of hits, I know what to do. Like, I feel one way or another. The Father of Pentacles will give you a sense of knowing that you're in a good space. I don't know. Yeah, like, I feel like it's just this connection to feeling grounded, to feeling supported, to feeling confident that you're exactly where you need to be doing what you need to be doing, you know, even if it's just kind of chilling out. So what you need to revisit this full moon, breathing, Six of Swords, peaceful transitions, chilling out. You get it. That's why I said that's the benefit with Scorpio. You just be just cool, calm, and collected. You never like, no, I'm totally freaking out. It's like, no, I'm not freaking out. It's like, so again, what you may need to revisit, being in that space where, oh, okay, don't jump. It's not jumping the gun. Being mindful to the transition. I feel like that won't be so much of a problem, but I just mean to say, you know, when you kind of take for granted and because I don't feel this should be any kind of like choppy weather for you, Scorpio. I feel like, again, you should be pretty chill. Sometimes you take it for granted and you have like a little false start. So it's just be aware of the timing. Be aware that the ship hasn't hit dry land yet. Okay, so that's where it's like, ground yourself, be down to earth, get ready, because yes, things are going to be changing, even if right now this is a nice kind of comfortable transition prep period. So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, continue to connect. And if you haven't been, really start listening to that higher voice. Like I said, I get the sense that maybe things have just been a bit more, okay, we can just kind of go with the flow. So we take that aspect of things for granted. Oh, okay, I'm just going to start. It's like, oh, wait. It's not time yet. So remember, right, even though you may be ready, even though you may have all the plans and preparations and things and all this kind of stuff, the universe at large, you know, all the bigger play, you know, the other players that are going to be part of your plans, or at least part of your plans coming together in some way, you know, everything is lining up, syncing up. So connect to that higher spirit, that higher voice of yours. Reach out even where you need to, where you're feeling called to. Now that you have this time, or where you may have a little bit of, you know, supposed chill time, engage areas where you can continue to educate and, you know, prepare yourself for what's ahead. It's like keeping updated, I guess. Okay. What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah. Son of Pentacles. So not necessarily having to, you know, show up and be so on it, but being in a place where you can just take your time. So, you know, I feel like these energies are very conducive to just validating, and hopefully for you, Scorpio, validating that you're on a good track. Slow and steady wins the race. There is no real race. You know, everything is developing in divine time and order. You're in a position to enjoy yourself. You're in a position to further familiarize yourself with the craft that you are honing, with the plans that you are looking to develop and engage. This is a time to, you know, whatever, again, chill time that you supposedly have, it's really to give you the experience. It's, they make use of the time that you have to continue to practice, to continue to develop yourself, to continue to enrich your knowledge and your understanding of the things that you are wanting to manifest and co-create, you know, the plans and whatever it is that you're having to do to make those things happen. Let yourself really connect, and again, that the word enrichment, enrich yourself with the experience, because it's what's ultimately going to, you know, what leads you up to becoming this version of you, of who you're becoming. So all that being said, Scorpio, check us out, girlonthemoon.com, if you would like to schedule a personal session of your own. Continue to be inspired, but otherwise, have a gorgeous and blessed full moon, and take care. Bright first full moon of the 2022 year. Blessings. That was a long one, Sagittarius. I hope your first full moon of the year, this January 2022, is gorgeous. This is Kapualani with Girl on her moon. Let's see what's ahead, Sagittarius. Okay. What you need to hear from the universe this full moon, Sag. Four of Pentacles. Keep on keeping on is what I'm hearing. You're in a good cycle. You're in a good flow. Don't doubt it. Okay? I feel like this puts you in a really good position to, and I really want to encourage you to just tunnel vision. Value this downtime, babe. Okay? Value this downtime. I know that there are certain like life restrictions or things that are kind of keeping you, you know, with Sagittarius, I just know freedom is everything. Like, you know, but this particular energy of the Four of Pentacles, I feel like, again, what you need to hear from the universe, you're right on track. You're rebuilding a new norm, okay? You're working your way into a new routine. Even if for you, you like to just kind of not have like so much of a routine, there's still a sense of a new norm, a new practicality, a new day-to-day that's being integrated for you literally from the inside out. And so trust it and continue. Again, that's where I want to encourage you. Don't worry, not that you are, but truly let yourself let go and not be distracted about what the world around you is doing. You know what I mean? Just follow your own pace because you're gonna get to where you need to go exactly when you need to be there. Okay? So, what will this full moon bring into your awareness? Yeah, the love, the love, the love. That even with these new routines, potential shifting responsibilities and habits and changes and all that sort of thing that you're working to integrate, even if it is like you and I'm going to the physicality of it, the relationship with your body, for example, or again, just routine of life, right? The day to day. The Ace of Cups, that rejuvenation of that heart, healing, emotional cleansing, purifying goodness. Okay, so what this full moon brings to your awareness, further supporting and validating the why. You know, why did I choose to make these life shifts? Why did I choose to take on certain responsibilities or new sorts of habits and things? You know, there's going to be, again, that blue energy that I'm seeing here. It'll be a little bit easier to just be here now, with that being said, because you will be positively fueled and I don't know why I'm getting this word, but like compensated for your efforts, you know, for sort of hunkering down and staying put and focusing on just implementing this new norm, new reality, whatever, you know, new cycle that we're opening up to here, or that you're opening up to. So well, you may need to revisit this full moon. Yeah, your personal power. Your personal power. And the fact that, again, even while there are some things that may make you feel a little bit restricted, not that there's, you know, I feel again, anytime, right? I was like, with Sag, the freedom is everything. So it's like, oh gosh, you know, it's again finding your new footing. Finally, when you get new wheels, like, yeah, kind of finding your rhythm again. And this Magician, when you need to revisit this full moon, is your own space, your own center, your own force of life and connection with your center of power, excuse me. The Magician is that master of alchemy and that ability to really just kind of harness the here and now, the present moment, and say, okay, this is my most powerful actionable step. You know, the best space that I can focus, the best action that I can take or embody right here, right now, that's the focus and the energy of the Magician. You know, just living and integrating into your future dreams, manifestations, that sort of thing. Advice for a smooth full moon, 9 of Pentacles, love, love, love it. So, again, seeing, embracing, and really feeling comforted by that sense of security from the ground up, physically, emotionally, here, the wellspring coming through to refuel you. Again, if you've been feeling a little bit depleted, or just as that beautiful reminder as to keep going. Keep going, keep building. You're on your way. Let yourself celebrate your progress and your successes. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of leisure and admiration, of admiring somebody from afar. So, if you especially sort of been taking a break and hunkering down, like I said, but, you are in a position where you're going to, you haven't been out in a while, maybe haven't kind of seen friends or whatever. It doesn't hurt if it resonates, if you're feeling it, let yourself get out, So, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah. Look at that, the water and the fire here. Integration, balance. Yeah, let's bring things into balance. I kind of want to say, I think you're going to realize that you're better off than you think you are. You may feel like you're just kind of having to find your footing and take things slow. But if you give yourself a chance to really look at your results, the results of your life here and now, look at the hard work and effort that you've been putting into yourself, and just, your goals in the here and now, it may really boost your confidence and give you a brighter outlook and saying, oh wow, I'm a lot further along than I realized. So I can kind of just chill and be happy and feel good about just being where I'm at. And then just, even if it is just kind of keeping to yourself and whatever. So all that being said, Sag, I hope that this full moon continues to just bless you. But if you're interested in having a personal private session of your own, don't hesitate. You know where to find us, girlandthemoon.com. So till next time, take care. Bright full moon blessings, Capricorn. This is Kapualani with Girl on a Moon, looking at this first full moon of the 2022 year for January. Let's see what's in store. Okie dokie. Let's see what you need to hear from the universe, Capricorn, for this particular full moon. 10 of Cups. This is awesome. Yes. Okay. Enjoy the good connections, good vibes, good energies, good times, where there may be a nice sort of feeling of completion and satisfaction, a turning of the tides. Really embrace it, Capricorn. Okay. If there are in particular, because now I'm being drawn to the more health and wellness aspects of the cups, it wouldn't hurt, touch in on that area. This generally is a positive energy. So I feel like, again, if you've been maybe having some struggles with either family, with your own, I don't know why, but I'm going again with the health, and I don't know, but I'm feeling like circulation or whatnot. Things should be in a much more conducive space for you to kind of get back on your feet a bit, even though, again, I don't know, I'm feeling like the health and wellness energies here with the 10 of Cups. But excuse me, otherwise that emphasis again on family, on being in a space of celebration, possibly, and at minimum, just really beautiful and balanced harmony of give and take with your loved ones and closest circle, your soul family, soul group, soul friends, and whatnot. So I feel like this is a nice card to open up with for Capricorn. So let's see what this full moon will be bringing to your awareness. Wow, it'll show you how surrounded by love and support that you are. I feel like it's going to be a really nice space for you to not only recognize, but again, feel that connection to the love, to the positive possibility, potential, to the fact that, there are bright new beginnings on the horizon in various ways. There's something that's a bit more present in terms of a feeling of fulfillment, in terms of a feeling of satisfaction, and being able to just look ahead with less of a sense of feeling strained or worried, drained, or like, oh gosh, it's just so, tomorrow is so far away. You know, like that. It doesn't, it feels like things are like with the 10, the world. There's something coming full circle. There's cycles of karma that are definitely completing in a beautiful way. Okay. So I love this for you, Capricorn. Let's see what you may need to revisit this full moon. Yeah. Don't rush. Enjoy the process. You don't have to stop taking charge of things that you don't have to take charge of. Stop offering to be responsible for things that you don't need to be responsible for. Say no to people that just, you know, they're not, they don't mean to, but they're just not always very present. They just kind of rely on you. You know how sometimes that can happen and they take you for granted. They're not really, like, you always were the one. Like Capricorns I know, not all, but the ones that I've known have been pretty good with like scheduling and all that kind of stuff, right? So people can sometimes rely on you for certain things. This is a time where you're being shown and having to be a little bit encouraged and reminded to be less responsible to others. You've got new things that you are engaging, that you are looking to integrate and to work toward in your own way. Let yourself just get distracted a little bit. You know, let yourself get distracted. And on the flip side, where you have been procrastinating, where you have been getting distracted, where you have been dilly-dallying, mind yourself to get back on track. Don't get lost in the forest. Remember, we've still got that castle in the distance that we need to get to, all right? So let's get some advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, there we go. That's where the Sun of Pentacles, take your time, the completion of cycles, and also even recognizing maybe where there are certain relationships or ways of being, because Wands is that energy, you know, life force, energy rather. Um, those people, places, or experiences that are just no longer serving you. It's time to tie up those loose ends and burdens and those areas where, again, you're just taking on more than you really need to. It's time to allow others to take ownership of their stuff. You know, I feel like you've been that diligent friend, lover, whatever the case may be, and it's not that, oh yeah, we don't love this person anymore, but this is that time for you. Okay. We're not like, it should all feel very natural, nothing freaky. Okay. Just got to put that out there. It's just timely. And I think the people around you, your loved ones, that's the benefit. I feel like everybody's sort of ready to kind of get on the same page in that regard. And the people that aren't, they need that time to catch up, you know, or whatever. But that's fine. Whatever. They'll get there, they won't, whatever, you know? Okay, we wish everybody the best. What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, the Mother of Cups, making it about you, keeping to yourself, just enjoying the process, letting yourself lean back and not be bothered by the outside, just noise or distractions, okay? Don't hesitate. Again, with this Mother of Cups, there's that reminder. You know, the Mother of Cups, while we have that feminine mother energy of receiving, receptivity, with this one, as you can see with the wing fanned out, there's also that awareness of, hey, this Mother of Cups has no problem saying that you're going to be crossing some boundaries here, you know? So if and where you feel yourself kind of being like, whoa, you're getting close to that fence, you know, don't hesitate to say, hey, you're getting close to that fence, step any closer, you're gonna get shocked. You know, it's one of those kinds of things, and it's not to be threatening and it's not to be cocky, but I feel like it's one of those, with love, tough love, enough is enough. You know, it's one of those types of things, Capricorn. So the universe is on your side, you know, all the way, because you are in good company and you'll be seeing it. You know, you'll see where people and things are a bit more in resonance with you, and where it's like, okay, we're just a little bit out of step energetically, so it's okay. But all that said, don't hesitate, Capricorn. Reach out, girlundermoon.com, to schedule a session, a private personal session of your own. Take a deeper look. And till next time, take care. Have a bright, beautiful, blessed full moon. This is the first full moon of the year 2022 for January, Aquarius. Sorry, it took me long enough to say. Hey Aquarius, it's Kapualani with Girl on Her Moon. Are you ready to see what this January full moon has in store? You're like, yes, get on with it, girl. All right, let's get that message from the universe, Aquarius. Justice. Boom. Changing of the tides, turning of the tides, where you have suffered, where you have struggled, where you have experienced hardships, but especially where you've done your due diligence, where you've done your work, okay? You will start to really see, I'm just getting the payoff, like is what I'm hearing, to be honest with you, Aquarius. The payoff is coming. I even, I always want to laugh because it's just like, I get just the air and that sword, and I think of the, with the Aquarius energy, and how I often refer to Aquarius, your energy, like that wind tunnel or a tornado at times. And so that's where I'm just like that, you may be a bit more pressed to want to call things out, or to at least recognize things that maybe you hadn't quite seen or recognized in a certain way before. Like I said, like a shift in perspective, that turning of the tides, where you had struggled, and where it may have been difficult to see the benefits, or may have been difficult to see that the universe is on your side. Again, it's going to start to shift through all the hard work and effort that you've been doing. When you're on the healing journey, it's not linear, as we know, or just in life isn't stuff happens. And so again, this justice card, again, I'm getting something, oh my goodness, things coming into the fold, coming full circle, and you noticing, like, for example, where karma and karmic justice is starting to sort of play out in your own life, in your own world. You're going to start to see how, by not reacting, by not giving in, by not engaging those toxic energies, by choosing just to stay out of drama, or by choosing and making different choices, you're going to start to see the benefits. Okay, I hope that's okay, cool, gotcha. All right, let's see what the full moon will be bringing to your awareness. All that being said, wow, your inner power. Wow. I'm getting this thing about realizing, whoa, okay, could be a little bit off on this, Aquarius. You let me know. Something is happening inside of you where you're just going to be like saying, okay, I see how things are now, and or recognize it's like, I was told this and I thought this, but I couldn't quite see it this way before. I see it now. You totally are a jerk, for example. And it's not anything that you need to say out loud, right? Because what would this woman bring into your awareness? Some things are best left unsaid. We smile and nod and we bite our tongue. Because again, you're going to be understanding. And then this is where I'm seeing, again, where you may have been wronged. And it's just like, wow, I can't believe this happened to me, And it's just like, wow, what the heck, karma? Why am I being punished? And this person's getting away with X, Y, Z. Ooh, you're going to see things changing. Or at least I hope so, for your sake, Aquarius, because it will be well deserved. Okay, darling? I'm just going to say that. Nobody is deserving of punishment, but karma is karma. And that's where, again, best left unsaid. It's like, ooh, I see that karma, the 8, that figure 8, infinity, things coming into balance. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to say, like, haha, I knew that was going to happen to you. No, bite your tongue, because karma, right? It's okay to like, I knew that would happen in my own head, right? And Kapualani saying it. But again, best left unsaid. Smile and nod and be like, oh, I hope so. I hope you're okay. So, no, we don't. Yeah, yes, we do. Okay, what you need to revisit this full moon, and I hope you're laughing, my friend. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, slow down. Remember, like I said, those thorns. Ooh, every rose, you know. Just because you recognize that, hey, you know what I mean? Sometimes karma is a bee. It's being fair with ourselves as well. And again, with the revisitation, taking that time to think and slow down, pause before we take action, before we react. There's a value in really becoming aware of life lessons learned. Like, you know, it's like anything else. When you're a kid, you just go through all this kinds of stuff. And then when you're an adult, you look back and like, whoa, when I was a kid, I used to think like lyrics of a song, you know, that they were saying this when they were really saying that. Or a movie, you didn't realize that it actually meant one thing. You know what I mean? Another thing. So there's something about some potentially now long-standing things that are going to be coming to light for you, Aquarius. So take your time. You know, I just get this. There's something about chomping on the bit. I don't know why, or just digesting the process. Take your time, you know, before you kind of jump into any. I don't know why. Anywhere that you're recognizing, like, I saw that coming, or I knew this was going to happen, any of those kind of senses, just hold back. Trust, like, from previous experiences where you're like something, again, I don't know why this is just a repetitive message coming through big time, but some things are just best left unsaid. All right, advice for a smooth full moon. Yeah, look at that, Three of Swords. Okay. Now, the other hand that I'm getting here, there may be some difficult things where, you know, you want to help, you want to step in, you want to intervene, but you can't. And, or it's not your place. It's like you're powerless to say or do anything about a situation that, you know, it's like, oh, we could have avoided, that person could have avoided, I could have avoided, Again, advice for a smooth full moon. Let yourself take time to process what needs to be said before saying anything. Doesn't mean don't ever say anything. You know, doesn't mean, okay, always best left unsaid. But there may be more going on. There may be some deeper things, some other ways that we can go about approaching anything. If there's a challenge, if there's some difficult things that you're facing around during this time, okay, Aquarius, just know, I don't know why, but I just feel like even if it is a struggle, even if and where you may be feeling really powerless, and we'll see what unfolds next. Time is on your side, karma is on your side, okay? Even if, like, in the moment it obviously doesn't look or feel that way. So, what sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah, be easy on yourself. There may be some areas you may look back. This may be a turning point where you're looking back maybe at some of your own previous behaviors or things that you may have said or done with, and maybe just having some regret, you know, and or just feeling what's wronged yourself, defeated, that sort of thing. The Five of Swords, again, is that reminder, and even just, again, with what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius, be easy on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself, okay? As that air energy, and like I said, there's a reason why I have these messages come through. That wind tunnel, that tornado energy. Be aware of when your air energy is becoming a bit harsh and volatile within yourself, you know, like what you are, how you are, like, treating yourself. And this Five of Swords, excuse me, forgive me for my stuttering here, in terms of downtime, again, yeah, don't psych yourself out, don't get yourself into a space of feeling left out, defeated, or like things are just not going to work out before you've even given yourself a chance. Okay, like there's something happening that is, you know, for whatever reason with justice, it's like, I think you're gonna have that feeling, okay, it's just quote unquote meant to be, but there's something in it that I gotta say before we kind of just close up here, Aquarius. Be easy on yourself. This is that opportunity to really just let the universe work on your behalf. Okay, so don't hesitate, reach out, connect with us, girlinnermoon.com, if you would like to book a personal session of your own. So holding space, sending love. Till next time, take care. Pisces, hey, it's Kapualani with Girl in Her Moon. We're going to be diving into this first full moon of the 2022 year for January. So January full moon. Let's see. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what you need to hear from the universe this full moon. Temperance. Okay. Trust that all of the hard work and effort that you've been putting in, especially prior to, in the closing of the previous year, trust that everything that you've invested, the time, the effort, the energy, it's not going to be for nothing. It will go toward those future developments and plans that you have underway, those future, like dreams that you're building toward. This is going to be a nice space to shift your efforts, slowing things down, allowing for the bigger picture, allowing for those efforts to come into a space of refinement and balance, of recalibrating things is just what I'm hearing. So far, we'll see what the other cards say, but I'm feeling that this should be a very welcome full moon energy for you, Pisces. I feel like it'll be a nice space to, like an intermission, for you to kind of just take a little break, swim around in the pool a little, and have a bit of an intermission, and before you get ready to keep moving. With that being said, let's see what this full moon will be bringing to your awareness. Yeah, love it. Two of Cups. Okay, those soul healing, soul inspiring, and soul uplifting relationships. Okay, yes, of course, from the inside out, heart healing within the self, a space of feeling, I don't know why, but I'm hearing like emotionally satisfied and content with being here and now. Where you have those closer relationships, whether it is a partnership, a romantic partnership, any of those very supportive, again, energies are going to be really coming to the forefront, or at least you being in a space to kind of connect and be receptive to these energies, because if, again, in the previous cycle, let's just say you may have had a lot of stuff going on, in this cycle, as it slows down, like I said, that kiddie pool to reconnect, recharge, refuel. See, there's a space to balance and to have a little bit of a reminder in terms of like why you're doing what you're doing, connecting to the fulfillment of the work that you're doing and the journey that you're on, outside of, yes, of course, the relationships that are supportive and, in sync with that journey. So what you need to revisit this full moon: rest, relaxation. I love this for you, Pisces. I feel like you could really use this. A breather. Okay, what you need to revisit this full moon: don't panic. Okay, things will be kind of slowing down and shifting gears. It might feel a little, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Right? It's just a changing of the tides. That's all. It's just a slowing down of things so that you have a space to catch up. You have a space to sleep in a little bit and rest, so that you can feel a bit brighter as we're cycling into, deeper and further into the 2022 year, for example. So you can trust, again, remember all the hard work and effort that you had put in previously. You could kind of sort of, for lack of a better word, it's not they're going to be lackadaisical, but sit pretty in knowing that it's been a job well done and there are some positive payoffs underway. All right. Advice for a smooth full moon. Okay, enjoy. This is the advice. Get lost. Go crazy. No, just kidding. Open up to the brighter side of things. I realize sometimes these expectations or feelings, unintentionally, mind you, of like despair or like, but what if this and what if that and blah, 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 blah. This is, again, that turning of the tides where you can actually be excited about the possibilities. Be excited and be in a space to really ask yourself, does this truly give me fulfillment? Does it truly also provide me a sense of something that's sustainable and maintainable, rather, there may be this energy here, part of what I'm getting, realizing less is more as well. So yeah, taking that time to unplug, to get grounded, to just be here now. Make it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself. You see how we have that sun? Make it simple. Okay? What sort of vacation is your soul craving? Yeah. Okay. Fire. I love it. Being warmed by the fire. The Eight of Wands is actually expediency. So, like I said, what you've already set into motion, trust that it's underway. Okay? You don't have to add any more fuel to the fire. It's already happening. Okay? Have fun. Let loose. Follow your passions. Let yourself, play and regain a sense of like invigoration and excitement about what's ahead. Where you may have felt a little bit disoriented or like needing a little bit of a break, because I think of health, with the cups and everything. That again is where mentally you could just sort of relax your mind and trust just being in the moment and enjoy, like eat good food, go out for random walks, like take time. It's just for this full moon. It's not like forever. So don't worry. All of those goals and all that work isn't going to go anywhere. It'll still be there for you. But the best part is that you will be back at it in a much more reinvigorated and revitalized, sense of things. You'll feel that life force to get up and go even more so, So check us out, girlundermoon.com, Pisces, if you would like to dive into a personal session of your own, take this reading further, or just kind of initiate a new one wherever you're at right now. So I'm going to wish you the best and brightest for this full moon and beyond. Take care.